right the second time. And you can understand why people say Coach C. No one can say Caracciolo, let alone spell it, and including tonight with Mr. Shoup. So, just a little, to let you know a little bit about who I am so that you can understand it takes one to know one. I'm the science department chair. I teach human anatomy and physiology and AP biology. I was a coach of many sports, including the head coach of swimming, the head coach of boys soccer, not girls, boys soccer, and the head coach of girls powerlifting, and currently your new assistant athletic director. And the only reason I even spoke about myself, this is about this fine young lady here, because I jumped at the chance to honor her when Mr. Shoup put out an email to the teachers, would anyone want to honor these students? I scrolled the list and saw the name of this fine young lady and jumped at the chance before anybody else would take her. So honored guests, inductees, teachers, parents, families, we have so many people here, seniors from the graduating class of 2015, community and faculty members. Thank you for gathering together to honor the top students of our school and for giving them a much-deserved recognition. Last year was the inaugural ceremony, as Mr. Shoup formally said. We honored members from the graduating class, from our first graduating class of 04 all the way up to 2014. So we had a ton of people. We went to the PAC for this. And of those 160 students in that list of the top, I scrolled through the list and recognized that I taught 130 of them in class. It was like a reunion of the best and the best of Northport High School, many of which are now doctors, lawyers, and the like. This year and years to follow, I'm looking forward to a more intimate setting where we honor students each year from the previous graduating class. A special thank you to Mr. Shoup, who has the vision of raising recognition of these honored students. Paige is a student beyond her years in academic commitment and excellence. One particular trait she possessed in the anatomy classroom that made her stand out above her peers was her enthusiasm for the content. With every project or assignment, she always, without fault, went above and beyond the requirements. She's laughing because she knows it's right. And exceeded teacher expectation. We set the expectation, Paige exceeded the expectation. With each assignment, she continually added her own personal twist, expressing her creativity or content mastery. She inspired those around her to strive to do their best. Her enthusiasm was contagious. This characteristic is a rare find, one that some teachers may never experience having in their entire career. For that reason, I feel lucky to have had Paige in my class. Another priceless character trait Paige possesses is her endless positive spirit, something I gravitate towards as a positive person. To see a positive spirit that is endless in a student is refreshing as a teacher. It did not matter what task she encountered, her approach each time, regardless of her mission, was, I can do this, or even better, I know I'm going to have fun doing this. On each occasion where most students would look at classwork as an obstacle, Paige would look at it as a challenge. Her positive attitude was shocking in some cases. Even I was shocked she was so positive about the next challenge, and soon became a leadership quality in her character, only to be resented by those of jealousy who do not naturally think in this light. She would never feel discouraged or put down, rather she recognized her difference as something special that we all, teachers and students alike, began to look to for inspiration. I lack the words to fully paint the picture of the strength behind this powerful academia. So I've asked for a few words from her chemistry teacher, who was also her tennis coach, Miss Karen Strauss. So the following are a few words about Paige from Miss Strauss, who wishes she could be here tonight, but she was heading out of town after work for a wedding in Jacksonville. She says, Paige was the top tennis player all 4 years she was here at Northport High School. As the top player, Paige had to play line one. Does that sound familiar? I didn't play tennis, so line one, you know what line one means. Line one, which meant every game she took on the best player at other schools. Most of the #1 players in Sarasota County and our district are either at 3-star, 4-star, or blue chip athletes, which means they are being offered large scholarships to play tennis at Division I universities. Despite being totally annihilated on the tennis court, Paige always walked off with a huge smile on her face and commented on what a great player her opponent was and how much fun she had playing. Other coaches continually commented to me on Paige's sportsmanship. Paige's beautiful smile was not reserved just for the tennis court, but it extended to every part of her life. She would walk into second period honors chemistry every day with that infectious smile and excited to learn chemistry. She loved working on the experiments and always helped her lab partners. I remember that she, David, and Victoria were always competing for the top grade in chemistry. As I recall, Paige's final grade in honors chemistry was just over 99%. Paige is dedicated, hardworking, competitive, kind, sweet, caring, and one of the dearest students I was ever blessed with in my class. Paige, I am sorry I can't be here tonight, but I love you and miss you terribly. So to conclude with a little quote from writer and cultural anthropologist Ralph Bloom, nothing is predestined. The obstacles of your past can become the gateways that lead to new beginnings. In Paige's case, nothing is an obstacle. Every endeavor she pursues accumulates and shapes her into whom she is becoming. A